And how's everybody doing out there today? This is Temierus here, and I have a little game called Russian Roads. Now, one thing I have to state immediately that I am first noticing is these little caution bars that are making up the corner of the menu. Don't seem very well placed. So a lot of overlap, and it's not at the same distances from one corner to the other. So that's going to be making it interesting. We'll just go ahead and take this car and start up level 1. It's a racing game that's involving, you guessed it, Russian roads. It seemed quite similar to an Indiana road. This thing's making a surprising amount of noise. Or my headphones are just turned up way too much. I sometimes can't tell. Alright. So crashing doesn't actually damage us or necessarily impede us. So that's good. Oh, it does impede us if we hit a tree. We leave nice pavement style tire marks in the dirt. Okay. This thing does not accelerate very well. Why do we need an average speed thing up there in the corner? And if they're Russian roads, why is it measured in imperial and not metric? And using that to point that out, I just realized, why do I have my standard cursor still? These logs don't look at all like the same art style as our vehicle. Takes your standard fare pothole there. Nice depth into an oblivion right there. Crap, is that a puddle of water? I think it was. I can't really tell. Seems there's no music going. This thing doesn't turn at all. I can't think of any car that turns like that, especially when you're in dirt and grass. Alright. So, I know there's these other cars here. I don't see anything keeping track of my placement in the race. I don't know if we actually necessarily are trying to beat them or not. Alright, we tapped a stump, which spun us out of control. Which, the best course of recovering is to tap a tree. Again, these trees do not match the art style of the cars. At all. It's not even close. Neither do these buildings, for that matter. We have, cartoony car, and then realistic, more so realistic LOD trees. That is a way too well-defined well right there, which still feels a bit out of place. Oh, we flipped. Okay, we just flip right back over. And then we have this burned out truck, which, despite the fact that it's burned out and has no tires and doesn't look like it really has an engine, it looks in a better quality than what we're actually driving. Okay, I guess this is the finish line. Alright. We didn't get a single star. So, is this like a mobile game port? Because normally that's what the 3-star thing represents. It won't let us take a second. Let's try the other car. We can't use the other car, so we have to do this again. We're basically required to. Okay. I heard a horn honk as a sound effect. I was tempted to see, does Space honk my own horn, because maybe I want to honk a horn. And all Space did was apply a brake. A much better brake than what the S key gives us. Seems kind of weird. Alright. That dirt just kind of comes over the pavement, which would imply that they put the curb in, and then the ground was placed, and then the grass grew. I'm sure that makes sense to somebody somewhere. I mean, clearly it made sense to the people who made this game. I don't know what to do with my cursor. Yes, push me faster. Push me to victory. It's just like one droning sound effect, which doesn't change no matter how hard our engine has worked. Right, we tapped the little crack in there, which brought us to almost a complete stop, because sense is made there. As far as I can tell, WASD is our only control, with space acting as a secondary brake. It almost feels like the S key does a better handbrake job than space, which I would think it'd be the other way around. Oh, we can't go through the twig thickness tree. I can't move the camera. Come on, go forward already! This thing has absolutely no launch to it at all. And I get from what the store page said, it's supposed to be kind of a crappy, not meant to race car. But seriously, there's just some things that all cars are capable of doing. Took forever to try and take that turn. I just noticed the truck there. I'll get a better look at that later, because we may end up having to do this yet again. I don't know where the other two people that were behind us went. Oh, I did see that the guy that won just kind of went and crashed himself into a tree. Came second, plus 75 coins. Next level, I guess. Oh, coming in second's beating it, huh? So why do they just get to take off and I have to basically get out and push? I mean, that is the rate of speed that this thing is using to start up. It's not every day I immediately run out of things to say from the game. And we are at that stage. Turn, you bastard. I'm trying to use you to turn my car. Alright, now we have to turn like a semi. Not even like a semi. A semi can make turns better than we can. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Get out of the way, damn it! It takes me 5 minutes to get to 10 miles an hour, alright? Oh shit, that just made me realize down the bottom our speedometer is in metric and our average speed is in imperial. Why those are two different units of measurement? I don't know. Go forward, you damn thing. We technically missed the checkpoint. See, in a lot of your racing games, there's a leeway given of what's the visible checkpoint to actually get past, for instances like that, so you can carry on in your race. Not so in this one. He's gonna beat us. Yep. Let's go to main menu because there's an upgrades thing. So maybe we can upgrade. This doesn't bother to tell us... Oh, there's the cost. So it costs nothing to unlock the other car? That seems odd. I can pay to change the color. Because, you know, I need to do that. Oh no, you have to go to the menu and then you can buy a car. Well, we can change the color. Let's get this disgusting looking paint. We have to do this again. It's starting to get like a horse racing simulator vibe. where you start out the game just basically hopelessly outmatched, and then just have to muddle through until eventually maybe you can do a bit better. Alright, we are basically already screwed, and it's all going to come down to, can the slightly random physics of hitting the potholes screw the AI up enough that we can catch up? Oh, I passed checkpoint. No, there's no hope now, because our car basically believes it's on ice at all times. That is essentially how this vehicle is handling. Is like a car on wet ice. God, this is just painful to steer. I'm starting to wonder if it'd be more interesting to just say screw it to the race and see where all we can go. I may be trying that. But, you know what, screw it. I'm going to the finish line, seeing what happens. That guy hasn't technically crossed yet. I crossed the finish line, didn't like that. Because I missed the checkpoint that, I mean, in any other game I would have clearly gotten. Well, that'd be stupid. It looks like if you fall in those holes, you're just done. Well, let's go on a road trip then, gang. How about that? See what all this town has to offer. That is a gigantic newsstand. Oh, got a fallen hole. Missed it. And now we're on ice again. Alright. And then we stop. Oh, look at that. It'll let us clip through to be able to actually turn. I was sort of expecting it wouldn't let us do that. So it's cool that it let us do that. Yeah. If I remember correctly, this is not an early access release. This is your fully released game here. Finished product. Saw this and been like, yep, that's when I want to represent myself, by putting up on mass market where people can buy it and have their own opinions about it. I don't know if I would have put this up somewhere where I'd be charging. Alright. I wonder if I could find that sim I was trying to point out. Oh! Doing some little leaping there. Can we not go up because it's a slight incline, or can we not go up because there's an invisible wall? I can't rightly tell. I guess we'll go around the hill. I don't think it wants us to do that. If I can't find the semi, I'm probably going to try and find the edge of the map and see if we can drive off of it. I didn't find the semi yet, but I did find this, which is a gigantic tree just sprouting out of the middle of the road. Because that's normal. That's normal. Even in somewhere where you have notoriously crappy roads, such as this no-name town, you would think that normally just the sheer act of driving a car down the road would have crushed any sapling that was being made and would stop the tree from growing. And then when the tree did grow, then, you know, anybody with some kind of cutting implement would go out and remove the problematic tree, so that way the road is usable. There are also these fantastic looking super polygonal trees just mixed in the middle of all this. Those two trees seem to fit more of the art style of our car here, as opposed to, well, basically the rest of the game world that doesn't fit in with the way our car looks. I guess the road kind of does, with its complete and total flat texture and no depth or any real texture to it at all. So perhaps the car and the road came from a pack, and then the trees and buildings came from another pack. That'd kind of be my guess. Is that the edge of the map? Alright, I'm gonna go for it now. I've tried to go somewhere where I can give myself enough distance. There's a bit of an angle on that hill. I'm hoping I can take that angle, be able to put us up there. Hope this ditch doesn't screw us though. Nope, nope, come on, come on. Come on, you slidey piece of shit. Damn it! I'm gonna give him one more try. See if I can get up that hill and off the edge of this map. Okay, I did at least while I was trying to find somewhere to get ourselves some good speed. I managed to find that semi I talked about earlier. So apparently somebody looked at that and thought, yeah, that's good to put in my game that I'm gonna charge some money for. I don't see why they thought it was, with its pretty low resolution there. Basically no texturing at all. It's just missing some parts. It looks like an eyesore that just doesn't fit anywhere. Alright then, let's see if we can do this run and get off the grid. Alright, come on. Got some decent speed, come on, come on. Yes! No! I've been foiled by an invisible wall. It appears they've considered this possibility. Damn. Damn them. I want to drive off into the gray expanse. Well, that was about the most exciting thing I could think of to do in this game, and now I can't do it, so I guess that's enough of this. I don't think I've played another game before where I've been this bored the entire time.